Adam Friedman, Rivals.com, here at the Shrine Bowl of the Carolinas with Matthew Butler, a big-time defensive lineman from the Raleigh area, Garner High School. You got a decision date. I think it's December 21st, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who are the finalists there for you?
NC State, Duke, Tennessee, South Carolina, Texas A&M, and Penn State.
Okay. Wow, so lots of schools. Let's start with some of the local ones there. NC State and Duke, you visited those schools a number of times. NC State, I think, was the most recent visit for you, at least out of those two. What are your thoughts on the local programs and the possibility that you could end up there?
I like the local programs. I'm familiar with the coaches, even though I'm familiar with all the coaches. So I'm comfortable there. Really, I'm just looking for a differential factor, inner peace, just knowing, hey, this is the place for me.
Okay. Let's head north now to Penn State. Had a great season, won the Big Ten championship, but just missed the college football playoff. What are your thoughts on your relationship with those coaches up there and the possibility of you fitting in up at Penn State?
I feel like I fit in up at Penn State. Coach Chaos is what I call him, Coach Spencer. He's a very good D-line coach. Their recent success is very nice to see, but it just doesn't affect my recruiting because that can fluctuate very easily.
Mm-hmm. Now, Tennessee, they always have a need for defensive linemen. They've been doing a really good job recruiting quality defensive linemen over the past couple of years. What are your thoughts on the coaching staff there and just the momentum that they have on the recruiting trail?
I'm comfortable with their coaches as well. I'm comfortable with Coach Stripling. I've gotten to know some of their recruits, as I have for NC State, Duke, and South Carolina, especially those four schools. I've really gotten to know their recruits. So, yes, I'm comfortable there too. I'm just really looking for that differential factor and that very high comfort level that I'm looking for.
Great. Now, South Carolina, doing pretty well on the recruiting trail as well. I have a lot of commitments from the state of North Carolina right now. How close are you with those coaches, and how do you see yourself fitting in there?
Coach Muschamp and Coach Thompson came by the school last week, and I feel like I can fit in there and make an immediate contribution. Honestly, I feel I can make an immediate contribution anywhere just due to my study of the game and my relentless effort and hard work. So I feel like I can definitely make a contribution there, and that's what they're telling me, and I am very close with those coaches.
Okay. Now, you did take a visit to Texas A&M a while ago. You haven't been out there lately. How close are you with those coaches? How much do you get to talk with those guys?
I get to talk with them a lot and usually extensively. Coach Chavis began recruiting me last April, I do believe, and extended an offer later that month. And he and Coach Leach, who's my head coach, so they're good friends, and so is Coach Turner. They're good friends. So that sparked the relationship between me and him, and then it's turned into a recruiting relationship, and we've grown pretty close. So they're definitely a possibility, and I did enjoy it down there, and I got to talk to some players that are on the roster and really see how things are in College Station.
Okay. You felt like you fit in, though, in that environment?
Yes, sir. And they have Coach Price, who's the defensive end coach, has a reputation for developing defensive ends. Most schools, except for really all the schools recruiting me for a defensive end. So Texas A&M has that reputation, and I'm comfortable with their coaches as well, and I feel like I can fit in, yes.
Okay, great. Now, you are committing on December 21st next week. You keep mentioning that differentiating factor. What is that going to be for you? Can you put your finger on that?
I can't really. It's just going to be like, hey, like that's the place you need to be. I can't really make a bad decision. Each decision has upsides and downsides to me personally. The coaches recruiting me wouldn't understand that, but each school has upsides and downsides for me personally. So just looking for something, not necessarily I can pinpoint, but just something like, hey, Matthew, that's the place you need to be for the next chapter in your life.
Okay, last question here. I need you to give me two coaches that you've got the best relationship with.
I would have to say like three.
Okay.
Coach Albert, Coach Nielsen, and Coach Stripling.
Okay, very good. Well,
they're the defensive line coaches for Duke, NC State, and Tennessee.
Right. Well, we'll have to see where you're going to end up on December 21st. Thanks so much for your time today, and good luck this week at the Shrine Bowl.
Yes, sir.